I wanted to show you the power and timing of Satan from scriptures. I don't think most Christians understand. Trump, just with common sense, not a preacher or a reverend or a minister, was disrupting the goal of the devil, the advocate, the man of perdition. Therefore, so many things happened at once. I'll share a little bit about the devil's advocate, who is the son of perdition, the son of the devil, the Antichrist. I'll share a little bit about the preparation of the son of perdition, the Antichrist. How about the timing of Satan in the book of Job? Even climate change. Trump and many of us really had no idea how swampy our government is. Now, the devil's advocate, the son of perdition. How about 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3? Let no man deceive you by any means, for that the day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So perdition in short is to destroy or death. The man of sin, and death meaning he is sold out to the devil. The devil is usually hidden behind some perceived good causes that the son of perdition will follow. They love false religions. Some of these men believe they are some type of God via their own accomplishments and abilities. Therefore, their devilish ideals is the way they or he believes that the world should be run. People will not know right from wrong without rightly dividing scriptures. These men are not in plain sight until the time they or he will rule. He will believe he's godlike. That's right. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth on the temple of God, showing himself that he is what? God. The son of perdition, he is to deceive the whole world. He needs a one world order throne or government office or a great religious office with world order influence. He has to rule the media to promote the lies and propaganda. Read Revelation 12:9. I'm not turning to it though. Trump wanted to untangle America from all the one world order devices that seem to enrich a very few people at the expense of everybody else. Bribery and intimidation. This is how I determined that Trump was best for our country. This man with all his faults. This idea of great racism, I believe, was to blind people to get them to look the other way. Now, the preparation of the son of perdition. You see, the devil prepares every generation. The devil must have his man ready every generation. Look at 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that the day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. See, a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. No man knows, nor the devils know, when the falling away happens, or when Christ returns. The first of two times. The devil wants his man ready to rule, because we don't live forever, so the men die off and he has to build up another son of the devil. So you have these cycles of empires rising and falling, like the Persian Empire, the Spanish, the Russian, British, and Roman empires, just to name a few. Now, the timing of Satan, the timing, climate change, and the ability of the devil. This is all, or you can read about this in the book of Job. Now, the book of Job shows some power of the devil that most Christians believe God is doing. The average Christian does not understand that when Adam sinned, he sent the dominion over to the devil. He has some rights. The devil is like a mad scientist. When the conditions are right, he can affect even the weather. The devil also can send ideals and conditions to his advocate, to his people. Now, Job. Job loved God. He had a agricultural center, I'd like to say, or a ranch, and employees, a wealthy man of means. The devil wanted him out of the way. I'm only focusing on the evil ability, not the whole story. You should read this several times. Job chapter 1, 1 through 3, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared and respected God and eschewed evil. Verse 2. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the East. Now, Job 1, verse 12. I got to jump around here. It's just a short video. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, that he hath in thy power. Let's read that again. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Now, Job had one little negative in his life, and the devil and his host pounced on him. Now, Job 1, 14 and 15. I'm not going to share that because I believe you need a 40-hour class to be able to understand it and believe it and see it. See how that happened to Job. Okay. Job chapter 1, 14 and 15. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, The oxen were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabaeans fell on them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Look at that. The advocate convinced them to rob and steal Job's oxen and murder his employees. Look at verse 16. While he was yet speaking, look at the timing. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, The fire of God is fallen from heaven, and hath burned up the sheep and the servants, and consumed them, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Lightning struck and killed his sheep, and killed his employees. Look at the timing of all this at once. All this stuff started happening against Trump. Racism claims, riots, COVID, and more than I can name. Job 1:17. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, The Chaldeans made out 3 bands, and fell upon the camels, and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Another gang. Here's another gang. The advocate convinced to steal and murder belonging to Job. What about those riots and these groups that were happening? They're not happening much now, are they? Then now a tornado kills his children. Talk about climate change. Job 1, 18 and 19. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, Thy sons, thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smote the 4 corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Well, Trump got in the way of Satan and his goals. Satan could get away with so much because Christians have turned away from scriptures to a lot of religion, I believe. Job in the end got back double of what he lost. When will the son of perdition rule? When Christ comes back the first of 2 times. He returns in the cloud for all believers since the day of Pentecost. The gathering together. Then the man of perdition will rule. This is also called the falling away. The advocate is a man whose father is the devil. To Christians, the Bible says in 1 John 4, verse 4, ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. A certain disciple.